So I'm starting over. It's been 150 days. I haven't posted anything on YouTube. Literally, it was the craziest journey, and I literally wish I would have someone to share this with. But I was not really in the state to share anything because that's life, right? That's how we all deal with our own things. Problems are kind of the most necessary thing for us to feel like a human. Just imagine not having any problem. It doesn't feel like. But yeah, and this time I'm not gonna really come across someone coming with all those knowledge and wisdom and all those things, because in past few months I lived like a broke dude. Not financially, probably. Yeah, surely for certain point I was financially broke as well, but then I found myself again. So this time we are together on the same page, and literally I have lived a life so close to a broke dude, trust me. And I know what it feels like to being addicted to a lot of cheap dopamines. I know what it feels like to be stuck in relationships. I know what it feels like to be not having any clarity in life. I know what it feels like to be having a big potential but not able to do anything. I know all these things because I have been through that. And in this many months, trust me, I was just trying to find a reason again to start YouTube, to start a business, to start something worthy of doing. And what I realized so far, man without a purpose is just nothing. Trust me, I have seen that life so closely. How I was just seeking pleasure, how I was just seeking cheap dopamines to fulfill that hole within me that I didn't know what really I'm looking for. And then a friend of mine told me that, hey, bro, you used to do all these things, even though it was not really something you liked in the beginning, but it was something that made you kept going. It was something that made you who you are today. So why you running away from those responsibilities, from those things that you have started at one point and now longer doing it? And YouTube was one of them. YouTube was one of my dream, and I was doing it quite happily while fulfilling my other responsibilities through business. But when the business went down, everything started falling one after another. My relationship started falling, or I would say the relationship was the reason that whole business and everything collapsed one after another. But now I have finally made a peace with myself, and this time we're gonna be doing it all together. And I'm not gonna, again, I'm saying it to you, not gonna tell big things, just gonna go one step at a time, sharing what I'm learning, sharing what I have been always good at. Because in this many months, there was one thing that never really left me, was my skill sets and the passion for helping others. So in between this time, I have helped my younger sibling get his dream job. I have helped a girl to get out of her own patterns and behaviors and habit to finally going and traveling everywhere she want in the world. Finally, I helped someone to get out of the fears, start a business, and being able to take his parents on a Thailand trip on all in his own. So in this time frame, I have helped people do things that I did at one point in my life, and there were so many things that I learned that really helped me to do those things. And that's what my goal for the moment, really helping you do those things. And I'm trying to work on my vocabulary and all those things because I literally miss these things so badly. A few days ago, I was just traveling with my younger sibling, and all I was saying to him that, bro, I'm missing speaking so badly. I'm missing speaking all those things that I used to speak for hours so badly. Life literally felt meaningless, trust me. Even though I had everything. I was traveling, I was getting invited, events and all those stuff. As a guest, I was spending a good amount of money on myself as well, but without a purpose, it felt meaningless. It felt empty. It felt like a short dopamine rise and then go again onto where we were, zero. So yeah, that's the reason I'm starting over, this time with YouTube, and sharing the things that I know and things that I have helped these people with, because I can closely see how I help them with the dating relationships, how I help them to get out of their own fears, their conditioning for years that they have been having through their environment, parenting, and all those things. You can say I literally reparent them throughout this time frame to being able to become the version who can achieve the things they always wanted to achieve. And the result of it was simply they were able to do things they once wanted, they once dreamed of, they once worked so hard for, but never able to get it. I was able to have some mindset shifts, and the way of doing it was my skill set. That was one of the passion that I have had to learn how to communicate my ideas in a way that transform you. And that's my goal for channel as well in upcoming days. First thing first, posting consistently. Second thing, growing this channel to finally support the life I want to build, kind of building a movement, helping men reclaim their power, strength, and resources. It's like I have been doing so many things. I have been like very obsessed with the human science, behaviors, neuroscience, philosophies, and all those things. And I want to finally have a space where I can talk about those things so freely, and have the people who wants to listen, have the people who truly wants to change their life in the way that I believe these things can change. Look, my goal is not really to make you rich in very few days. That's not possible. That's you and I both knows. But I can literally make you the best version of yourself, a version who is charismatic, a version who can achieve anything and everything he puts his mind to, a version of you who has everything that you once dreamed of without really trying to chase them. It's already 8 minutes, bro. Fuck. Crazy. But yeah, from tomorrow, we'll start continue having the videos. And see you soon. Peace.